Welcome everyone to today's DAF Media coverage between Darien Blue Wave and McDonogh Eagles. We apologize, we had technical difficulties here, 40-mile-an-hour winds here in Hillsborough, New Jersey, but we'll try to stay with you as long as we can, as this game has been underway for a few minutes now. Still no score. So now McDonogh will bring it up the field. Once again, we apologize for the technical difficulties. So you can hear the wind on this windy day. The Eagles swing it around. Lawson looking to make a move towards the net. Kicks it back out. Cut inside. Mishandled. McDonogh retained possession. Looks like they're going to have free position here. And that one's going to miss. Now Darien's going to have a chance to bring it up the field. And it looks like this injured player on the field. She's going to be able to come off limping under her own power. So possession will resume for Darien, as there's just 20 seconds left in this first quarter. Stafford. Stafford can try to make a move. Going to get it knocked out away from her, and Eagles are going to get on top of that one, and looks like they're just going to try to run out the rest of this first quarter. And that will do it for this first quarter of play. Once again, apologize for the technical difficulties. We'll try to stay on with you as long as we can today and keep working through them. But that's going to be this first quarter coming to the end. Still scoreless here. And we sort of step aside for a quick break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back here as play gets ready to resume. So we open up the second quarter. The draw between Corney for Darien and Kate Levy for the Eagles. Darien gonna get on top of that one. Making pace towards goal, gonna kick it back out. They're gonna look to set up their offense. Have it in the X position. Swinging it back around. Looking for a cutter inside. Not going to be there. Holmes going to try to make a move herself. Keep swinging it back around. Stafford on it now. Trying to make a move. You can hear the wind. Holmes trying to make a move. Now the Eagles going to try to get on top of this ground ball. Still loose. Up in the air. And they are going to get on top of it. So now they'll look to try to transition down here. Schaller on the ball. Eagles now looking to swing it around. Looking for something inside. And shot unsuccessful. Saved by Shudell. Shudell looking for someone to pass it to. Darien moving around. Stafford's not going to take it on the transition. She moves up the field with pace down the center. It's held up at the fan. Campbell tries to move towards goal. Swing it around the net. Back up to Stafford. For a cutter inside and try to go herself. Gonna send it back around. Yeah, looks like it's gonna be foul on the play. They're gonna send it back in. Once again, another foul on the play. So I guess one's going to set up a free position. Goes in, shoots. That's going to be another foul on the Eagles. Another Darien scoring opportunity. So you try to convert on this one. In towards the goal. Shot saved. Now it's a scrum for the ball outside. Won by Darien. Tries to send it back in. Pass just over the head and out of bounds. So the Eagles will take over. And turnover there by the Eagles. So Darien regain possession as they look to try to score off of their offensive opportunities. And Darien's going to take their first timeout. As Coach Lisa Lindley would like to talk something over here as about halfway through the second quarter of play, and we're just going to step aside and be right back on the DAF Media Network. So now we're back here out of the timeout. And that's going to be a goal for Darien. They set up their offense out of the timeout and managed to convert. Like that was number 10, senior captain Sadie Stafford. So the lineup for the draw. Eagles going to get on top of that one. It's Levy. Levy going to bring it down the sideline. It's going to go over to Schaller. This one back over across the field. Cut towards goal. Behind the back shot. Saved by Shudell. Nearly an amazing shot there by the Eagles. Shudell's going to get it back out to Haas. Haas to Adams. Adams not going to be able to get a handle on that one. The Eagles are going to come back up with it. They make their way down the field. Schaller with it. Pass it inside. And Rippin is going to be fouled there. And we'll set up for the free position. Towards goal she goes, and that's going to be a goal as the Eagles tie it at 1. Number 22, Ayana Rippin with the goal. Again, that was Ayana Rippin with the goal. Now the draw will be set up. Once again, the Eagles are going to pounce on that one. So get it on the move quickly. Lawson trying to make something work with it now. Schaller. Just going to pass it back to Lawson. Looking to try to get it. Cutter inside. Back out to Schaller. Schaller going to move it across to Green. And that one's going to be a foul on the Blue Wave. Free position set up. Lawson towards goal. Saved by Sugel. So now Darien will look to clear it out. Heavy pressure there by the Eagles. And that one they're going to say goes out on Darien. It's going to stay with the Eagles here. Schaller has it at the top. Swung around. Now at X. And nearly forced in a turnover there. Swing back around to Green. Green to Schaller. Now Lawson with it. Lawson, quick pass over. Lawson trying to move herself. Schaller looking to make something happen with it. Shot, goal! The Eagles will take a 2-1 lead. Remy Schaller with the goal. Now Stafford and Levy on the draw. Flicked up. Whole team still going at it. Stafford's going to get on top of it. Darien's going to swing it around. And send it back the way it came. Back at X. Stafford's going to try to make a move towards the goal. Shot. Saved by the Eagles. Now they're going to try to clear it out. Send it upfield. That one's going to be intercepted. And Darien had another opportunity to set up their own offense here. The clock ticks just under 2 minutes. Adams with it now. Adams over to Holmes. Holmes back to Adams. And that one's going to be turned over. So Levy's going to have it. Trying to make a quick move towards the goal. Pass it off to Green. Green inside. And that one's going to get through. Goal, Eagles. Number 24, Layla Green with the goal. So the Eagles now have a 3-1 lead with just under a minute and a half left in the half. Now, Eagles going to win that draw. Levy's going to have it. Taking officials' time. One minute left. Eagles are not going to be affected by the shot clock here. Going to swing it around, tries to make a move towards goal, and that one's going to be a foul on the Eagles. one's going to be sent up with Fonkeno. Fonkeno using her speed. On the transition down to Adams. Adams going to try to have a look towards the goal. Going to send it back out. It's going to swing around. Holmes now has it. Passes it off to Adams. Adams looking for cutters. And that one's going to be knocked out of her stick. And the Eagles are going to get back on top of that one as they try to make a quick transition play here. But turned over. Holmes with a chance here at the end of the half. And it looks like a little confusion here, and if there was a whistle. Seems like the Eagles said they thought they heard a whistle. As Holmes made a move towards goal. And they're going to give the goal. Kelly Holmes playing all the way through. And that's going to put Darien back into just a deficit of 1 as there's just 5 seconds left in the half here. Eagles going to win that draw, but time will expire before they can get any shot off. So it's 3-2. Eagles, McDonogh Eagles over the Darien Blue Wave. As the second quarter comes to a close, and so we're going to take a step aside here, and we'll be back here with you on the DAF Media Network for second half action right after this break.
Are you enjoying this broadcast? If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network, please help support us with a donation. DAF Media is committed to education and broadcast excellence. Your support allows us to keep bringing you high-quality community programming while giving our student volunteer broadcasters hands-on STEM experiential learning of all parts of computer networking and video production. Your donations help pay for equipment, insurance, transportation, and our award-winning advisor, and make these broadcasts possible. To donate, you can scan the Venmo QR code shown here or visit our website at dafmedia.org/donate. The link to donate is also in the description of this YouTube video. For those of you who prefer a more traditional approach, checks can be made payable to DAF Media and mailed to the address shown here. Any donation of $1,000 or more will be recognized as sponsors of our broadcasts for 1 year. Feel free to pause the broadcast to write this down. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back to second half action of play here. Once again, we apologize for the technical difficulties currently experiencing as Eagles take a shot there. That one's going to go wide. You're watching this game on the DAF Media Network. Joint venture between the Darien Foundation, the Darien Athletic Foundation. I want to thank you for sticking with us today as we battle 40-mile-an-hour winds here in Hillsborough, New Jersey. The Iron Peak Sports Complex. Now Holmes will take it down. To Stafford. Stafford taking a move towards goal, and that one's going to be saved. So the Eagles going to get back on top of that one. And we move on the field, loose ball. Still funny over. Holmes going to get on top of that one. Sends it over, and looks like there's going to be an injured player on the field. Luckily, he's going to be able to get up and walk off under her own power. Play will resume here. Blue Wave having possession. That one's going to be turned over. Taking it down is Cisse. Passed over to Levy. Using Pesser inside to Green, and Green just going to send that one over the bar. Just couldn't quite get it down. The Eagles will maintain possession here. Pinkin on it, Pinkin over to Levy. ball. Green's going to stay on top of it. Now we're to Levy. Levy trying to make a move towards goal. Shot wide left. Looks like they're going to call foul on the play. It's going to be free position here for Levy. Levy towards goal. Shot. And that one's going to be wide of the goal. It's going to stay with the Eagles. Loose ball inside. Still loose. So they continue to fight for possession. Blue Wave going to come up on top of that one. Blue Wave trying to clear it out. McDonogh staying high up on them. Stafford now going to be able to show herself for the pass to Holmes. Holmes going to send it down to Von Kennel. Kennel can't handle it. Still loose. And so that'll be a turnover. And the Eagles will get the ball back as they try to clear it themselves now. Here come the Eagles down the sideline. As they slow it down to set up their offense. Up to Schaller. Schaller over to Lawson. As they swing it back around. Looking inside. Out to Levy. Lawson on it. Sending inside. Shot, goal. Eagles. And so that'll give McDonogh a 4-2 lead. Get ready for the draw here. Flipped up. And looks like that's going to be violation. And looks like that's going to be violation by the Blue Wave, so Eagles will get possession. Lawson's going to bring it down the field. Get it back, tries to make a move. Stop up by the Darien defense. Now we're to Levy. Levy. Pass not going to be handled. They're going to get on the ground ball. Trying to move inside. Darien defense going to knock that ball loose. The Eagles got to get right back on top of that one. To Levy. Levy going to try to make a move inside. And it's going to be a foul by the Blue Wave. So Levy's going to get another free position here. Shoots. Stopped by Shudell. And Darien going to have possession now. Loose ball. Still loose. Both these teams try to get on it. Looks like the Eagles are going to have it, and they're going to call a foul on the play. Looks like it's going to go against the Blue Wave. And looks like they're going to get Sloan Stevens with the cross check. And so McDonogh will be a man up. So the Eagles with the numbers advantage here as they try to find another goal in this game. Try to find cutters inside as they swing it all the way around. Move towards goal, and that's going to be a foul on the Blue Wave. So now Lawson with the free position, shoots, and saved by Shudell. Darien looking to get the clear as these Eagles continue to keep high pressure on them up the field. Over to Von Kennel. Von Kennel going to make a move towards goal. Pass it over. And Davenport's going to be fouled there, so she's going to get the free position. Davenport going to go in, shoots, and she's going to score for the Blue Wave. Number 21, Lily Davenport, with the goal. And once again, going to bring this Darien squad back within one. So 4-3, just under 3.5 remaining in this third quarter. Now Stafford and Levy will set up once again for the draw. Ball's still going to be loose. Now the Eagles are going to gain possession, and that one's going to be a foul on the far side of the field. You have a loose soccer ball on the field. Now play will resume. Eagles trying to set something up here. Loose ball inside. Lawson's going to get on top of it. Tries to make a move. Going to have to send it back out. Lawson with it. Shot inside. That one's going to be saved Now Levy with it to Lawson. Looking for cutters. They swing it around the fan. And that one's going to be a foul on the Blue Wave, and it's going to set up another free position for this Eagle squad. Shot inside, that one's going to be wide. And it's going to go in favor of the Blue Wave now. So they're going to look to clear it out of here with just under 2 to go in this third quarter as they look to tie this game. Over to Davenport. Davenport going to bring it right down the middle of the field. Sets it back up behind the goal. Stafford now on it. Move inside, and that's going to be wide. Cameron Corney with a shot there. Unsuccessful, though. Now Von Kennel will try to make her own move in towards goal, and that one's going to be scored. Anna Von Kennel with the goal. And this game is all knotted up at 4 apiece. Now just under a minute to go here in this third quarter. Just going to set up the draw here. Adams over Levi. Levi's going to come out with this one. Excuse me, Levy. Levy over to Pinkin. Sends it back to Levy. Levy over. Pass inside, and that's going to be a foul on the Blue Wave. And timeout is going to be taken by the Eagles. Once again, you're watching today's broadcast on the DAF Media Network, joint venture between the Darien Foundation and Darien Athletic Foundation. Just like to give a big thanks to today's crew today. Dalton Moss on directing and graphics. Luke Zerby on camera. Our advisor, Damian Andrew, also on camera. I'm Tom Saponte. Huge thanks to the crew making the 2-hour drive here to Hillsborough, New Jersey. Now the Eagles will be set up with the free position. It's going to be Levy. As the winds continue to blow here violently. Levy, shot inside. That one's going to be saved by Shudell. And that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter, as this one's knotted up at 4. So we'll be right back, and we're going to take a quick break here. Right back with fourth quarter action in this tie lacrosse game between the Darien Blue Wave and the McDonogh Eagles. So we welcome back everyone to the DAF Media Network as fourth quarter action is about to resume here. We want to thank you all for sticking around with us today, despite the technical difficulties as we continue to battle the heavy wind gusts here, up to 40 miles an hour at the Iron Peak Sports Complex. Once again, big shout out to the crew today, Dalton Moss, Luke Zerby, Damian Andrew. Big shout out to them battling the conditions today. So we bring you this live coverage between the Darien Blue Wave and the McDonogh Eagles as they get ready on the draw here for this fourth quarter of action. 4-4 is your score. 12 minutes left on the clock. Ball still loose. Eagles going to get on top of that one. Shower's going to run it around to Levy. Swung over to Green. Green. Back to Levy. Levy going to try to go inside herself. No foul called. And it looks like going to be violation on Darien. To Lawson inside. Lawson shot. Saved by Shudell. And great hustle there by the Darien defense. Make sure they get that ball back off the shot. As Shudell looks for someone to give it off to. The Eagles have been doing a nice job stopping Darien from getting the clearest from goal. Darien try to set something up, get someone open here. Gonna find Stafford. Stafford gonna be held up around midfield. Blue Wave managed to get it through. Over to Von Kennel. Back over to Holmes. Holmes gonna send it around. Davenport on it. Now gives it off to Walsh. And this one's going to stay with Blue Wave. Holmes going to have it at X. Holmes trying to find someone inside. It's Adams. And that one's going to be saved. Both goalies today doing a great job for their team. This game remains 4-4. Schaller's going to have it. Schaller's going to pass it over. Lawson. The Eagles team try to set something up inside. Over to Green. Swing around to Schaller. Schaller held up. Finds Cutter inside. That was Levy. Loose ball, and Shudell's going to get on top of that one. So score remains tied. Darien going to find Holmes. Substitutions come in. To Adams. Adams going to swing it around here. Stafford now is going to take it at the top. Flipped off to Von Kennel. Von Kennel using her speed to go down the inside. That one's going to be held up. And saved by the Eagles. Now the Eagles slow it down to set up their offense. Or to Rippin. Rippin back to Levi. Now to Green. Green can't handle that one. It's going to be picked up by the Wave. Knocked out of the stick of Ruman. Wave going to get back on top of it. Another loose ball. And Levy's going to get right back on top of that one. So going to make a quick move towards the goal. They try to get the quick pass towards goal, but just held up in front of the crease. So now Schaller with it. And number 6 there, Sophie Haas, breaking up the pass. Blue Wave will regain possession. Corning on the substitution, showing herself to Shadell. She's going to take it upfield now. Gets knocked out for a second, still loose. Going to be recovered though. Looks like they're going to call minor foul. Play resumes. This looks like set up their offense. Holmes with it. Holmes going to be held up to Stafford. Stafford looking inside. Back out to Holmes. And that one's going to be called foul on the Eagles, so that's going to set up the Blue Wave for a free position. Holmes with it inside. She goes down. So now Holmes going to have another go at it. Holmes with the shot this time. That one's going to be saved. And so the Eagles will try to go quickly. Darien applying the pressure. And now they're going to force a turnover here. And Darien's going to take a timeout. And so we're going to step aside here with 4 minutes, 48 seconds left to go in this fourth quarter action. Your score is still tied at 4-4 between the Darien Blue Wave and the McDonogh Eagles. So now each team will break their respective huddles out of the timeout. Darien will be set up with possession. Kennel over to Adams. To Walsh. Walsh looking. Walsh gonna run around the X. Passes it back out to Stafford. Stafford gonna make a move towards goal. Inside. Stopped. And so the Eagles gonna get on top of it. Lawson's gonna bring this one out to center. She tries to evade defenders. Weaves through a couple. Still with it. Pass mishandled, and Blue Wave going to be on top of that one. Stafford's now going to take it. As she is dispossessed. So the Eagles force another turnover here. As they look to move the ball up the field. Also going to break down once again. Passed it out. Schaller. Schaller now takes it. They're going to send it around looking for something inside. Green's going to send it over. Levy's going to try to cut inside, going to kick it back out to Lawson, and looks like going to be a foul on the Blue Wave, and that's going to set up a free position for the Eagles. So Levy's going to make a move towards goal. Shot. And that one's going to be wide. But Green back on it. Green tries to make a move towards the goal herself. Knocked down. And they're going to say it's going the way of possession. And Green going to get the turnover and the goal. And a big play from Green off the Darien turnover. Number 24, Layla Green. And that's going to put these Eagles up 5-4 with 2:29 remaining. Now on the draw. McDonough's going to win that one. As Dildos look maybe burn a little bit of clock here. It's Lawson fades defenders, pass off to Rippin. Rippin's going to send it out to Levy. Levy over to Green. McDonogh looks for something inside. So I'm going to send it back around. And that pass is going to be over the head. And that's going in favor of the Blue Wave. Just a minute and a half to go. They look to move quick. Down the far side of the field. Pass over to Holmes. We're going to swing it around. Adams now with it. Adams looks to make a move towards goal. She's going to be dispossessed. Turnover. And timeout by the Eagles with just under a minute of play to go. And so with that timeout, we're going to take a step aside here before we take on this last minute of today's matchup between Darien Blue Wave and the McDonogh Eagles.
Are you enjoying this broadcast? If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network, please help support us with a donation. DAF Media is committed to education and broadcast excellence. Your support allows us to keep bringing you high-quality community programming while giving our student volunteer broadcasters hands-on STEM experiential learning of all parts of computer networking and video production. Your donations help pay for
both these teams coming out
insurance,
of the timeout.
transportation,
Eagles will have
and our award-winning
the possession.
advisor and make these broadcasts
52 and a half seconds remaining in this one.
You can scan the Venmo QR code shown here or visit our website at dafmedia.org/donate. The link to donate is also in the description of this YouTube video. For those of you who prefer a more traditional approach, checks can be made.
And so the Eagles will just try to burn the rest of the clock out. Darien can apply the high pressure. Darien's going to get the turnover. Stafford set up at the top. Stafford looking. Adams. About 10 to go. Holmes going to move towards goal. Pass can't be handled. Tries to cut inside, and that one's going to be stopped. And that one's going to be over. The McDonogh Eagles are going to pull out with a 5-4 win here at Iron Peak Sports Complex. Despite the wind and despite the hard matchup between this Darien Blue Wave, the Eagles are going to come out on top here today with a game-deciding goal scored by Layla Green off the Darien turnover late. And once again, I want to thank everyone at home for joining us today, sticking with us despite the technical difficulties. And one final shout-out to our crew today, Dalton Moss on directing and graphics, Damian Andrew, our advisor on camera, Luke Zerby on camera. I'm Thomas Aponte. Thank you for joining us. Despite our troubles, despite our battle with the wind here today, your score today, McDonogh Eagles 5, Darien Blue Wave 4. Thank you and have a good night, everyone.